TIFU by accidentally introducing my neighbor's 7-year-old daughter to Cradle of Filth. First of all, for the younger users among us or anyone who may not be familiar with Cradle of Filth, they're an extreme metal band who were popular in the 1990s among certain sects of the metal community. Now, let me set the scene. This afternoon I was settling down in my flat here in Swindon, England after a long and exhausting morning spent helping my brother with some painting and decorating at his new house. I decided to put on one of my favorite albums of all time, which happens to be by Cradle of Filth. Not feeling like wearing headphones, I decided to instead connect my phone to my Bluetooth speaker. With Bluetooth successfully connected, I went to Spotify and put on the album. The opening track, a particularly brutal composition of dark, growling, scary, good old-fashioned extreme metal, began to play. Strange, I thought. I noticed the sound seemed to be particularly quiet and muffled in spite of my speaker being turned all the way up. So I ramped the volume on my phone all the way up to maximum. And finally the music was of reasonable volume. Still pretty muffled though, so I began to suspect my speaker was starting to wear out and in need of replacement. I laid back on my sofa and cracked open a drink. I was knackered from my busy morning and in dire need of some rest. About 2 minutes or so into the song, it suddenly cut out and I heard a loud wailing coming from my next-door neighbor's flat, followed by "Mummy," "Daddy," and some panicked cries. Worried, I put my ear to the wall to try to hear what was going on. And although I couldn't make out every word, I heard the little girl telling her parents that some scary noises suddenly started coming out of her speaker and that she couldn't turn it off. My heart immediately sank as I realized what had happened. Turns out when connecting my phone to Bluetooth I hadn't selected my speaker at all, but somehow accidentally connected to the speaker belonging to my neighbor's sweet, innocent 7-year-old daughter. The crying and wailing continued for a good 20 minutes afterwards, as her parents desperately tried to console her. Eventually, by the sounds of it, they were successful in doing so. Am I going to go next door to explain and apologize? Maybe someday, but that day certainly isn't today. Today will be dedicated to digging myself a hole in which to hide in shame for the next 10 years. If anyone's curious as to what the offending song was, here it is. https u2.be/9nakusptalu. Now just imagine this song suddenly and completely unexpectedly blasting out in a 7-year-old girl's bedroom at an almost deafening volume. Oh man, I'm never living this one down. TLDR, I accidentally connected to my neighbor's Bluetooth speaker instead of my own, and scared the life out of their 7-year-old daughter with an extreme metal song. LMAO, a certain sect of the metal community. Just admit you like vampires, bro. No one is gonna judge ya. It's not a real Cradle of Filth, is it? Archangel, dark angel, lend me thy light, through death's veil, till we have heaven in sight. Am I going to go next door to explain and apologize? Maybe someday. Play dumb. Here's what you do. Out of nowhere, play some death metal in your flat super loud for a few seconds. Stomp around your flat, cursing loudly, and then suddenly shut it off. Continue cursing loudly. This damn thing. Where is that coming from? Quote, the next day, knock on their door. Sorry to bother you, but I think some kids are getting into my Bluetooth speaker and blasting this horrible music. I'm about to throw this speaker out because I don't know how to stop it. Oh really? You've had the same problem? Quote, did Op mess up or accidentally pull the greatest prank of all time? Man, COF are sweet. You just reminded me of Danny's horror movie Cradle of Fear. Hey, Could have been deicide or corpse lol. She will look back a few years from now and consider it a blessing, I would think. I hope it wasn't an actual cradle of filth. Ugh. That would be disgusting. Anyway, I'm sorry for your foo. Move on. LMFAO, this is amazing. Cradle of Filth are actually one of the best contemporary darkwave bands in the world. What album op? I did not expect to see Cradle of Filth in the god year of 2022. But here we are. This is brilliant. Hope the girl becomes a metalhead after this. Holy FKI, love Cradle of Filth. Lol, at least it wasn't porn or tennis. GIF. Amazing. I mean, there are worse songs of theirs it could have been, at least. Honestly thought it was gonna be Lord Abortion. Relevant. Come and move in next to me. I just go upstairs and find my 4-year-old growling and headbanging. You should go explain it sooner rather than later before the girl is traumatized that her speakers are haunted. Honest mistake. Co-F are a pretty great band though, NGL.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.